Write your way to Supersize You. Today is day 228 of our annual challenge to be a better version of ourselves. This week, we are focusing on spiritual practices. And you define spirituality for yourself. So you're going to define how you would interpret or use these different practices that we're going to talk about all week to create the life you want, to create the spiritual connection that you want. It's all about finding different techniques and strategies to get a better connection with our higher self. I talked about it yesterday. Big me, big you, little you. We all know, if we think about it for any amount of time, that there is something more to us than just our physical being here on the planet. And so this whole month is about tying this into creating a better version of ourselves. I personally believe that we're all here to positively impact the world, to make the world a better place, and to become the best possible version of ourselves. I think I've shared the story of searching for my purpose for like a couple of decades and, kind of feeling sorry for myself that I didn't have some overarching talent, like being a great musician or a great artist or something. Actually, I'm pretty good at art, but I didn't pursue that after high school. So today, our topic is about writing our way to a connection to our higher self, or writing our way to the divine, writing our way to the divine, the bigger version of ourselves, the spiritual part of ourselves. And what do I mean by that? I mean journaling. Now, I am an avid believer in writing things down and journaling. And even though my vision isn't great, and I normally can't go back and read my notes, I still do them. I have a stack of probably 25 notebooks here from a coaching program that I've been a part of. And even though I really can't go back and read them, and I can if I break out a magnifying glass or if I expand them onto my big screen TV, but the writing down of the notes reinforces it in my mind so that I don't have to go back and reread them. I got this journal, actually, and this is the action item for today. I got this journal from my daughter for Mother's Day, and I think it was Mother's Day. I don't think she dates her cards, but I think it was a couple of years ago. And so I want to commit that for this whole week, I am going to write in this journal. I haven't done it yet. I'm going to start today, so I'll be a day into next week. And that's okay. But it's just an intention journal. And so I'll apply it to this month's focus of spiritual health and well-being with respect to our life, right? And each of us decides how spiritual we want to be, how connected to our bigger, higher self or a higher power we want to be. But one of the ways to truly get in touch with that is by writing about it. Now, I'm going to say, if you want and you don't like to write and you want to use a cheat code, which I don't know if I'm going to do it or not, I might try it one day, you can use AI. Nowadays, you can talk to AI. At least I know I can talk to Claude. You just push a little button, a little microphone button, and I can just talk. So if you don't want to actually write, although I will tell you there's a secret power to when we write things down, it goes deeper into our memory and our subconscious. It helps us tap into something bigger than ourselves. I don't even pretend to understand it, but I know that it works and it works for me. So I suspect if you give it a few days time, it will work for you too. It's why I'm going to do it. I journal. I've got all different kinds of journals, right? Gratitude journals, goals journal, mood journal, daily planner journal, which I won't show you, but I'm doing something totally different with my weekly planners. I want to look at the whole week ahead so I can figure out what I have for time and energy. And that allows me to prioritize working on my business, not just working in my business. Anybody else ever had that challenge? I have had it as a lifelong pattern of a challenge. And so I'm trying to break it. And of course I will break it. So why does this matter? Well, journaling can actually be a form of prayer or connection. It's a way to get everything that's inside of you out. And if you want to go back and take a look at it, take a look at it. This is where the secret about AI comes in. If you don't want to look at it, you can actually have a chat, GPT or Claude or whatever program you use. You can put it in and it will recognize the patterns for you. And it will do it without prejudice, meaning when we look back at our notes, sometimes we see what we want to see. But when AI looks back at it, it just sees humanity patterns and points those out to us. And then we can choose what to do with them or not. If it tells you that you're a perfectionist and you really know that deep down, but that it's holding you back in your life in some way, and you're having too high of expectations of other people and you're not letting them be human, that might not be something that you want to see, but seeing it from a third party outside of us entity often has the ability to show us that we can affect and change that area or aspect of our life or our personality or our character without it being so painful, right? Sometimes it hurts to admit that we're human and we have flaws, right? But we all do. So I don't know why we're so hard on other people when they have flaws. Stream of consciousness writing is extremely powerful. It is how many people that have high spiritual talents, and we all do, we just don't believe that we do, right? We all have intuition, but we don't think we do. If we are stoic and thinking, we often believe that we don't have those skills and abilities, but everybody has this sixth sense, this intuition, this self-preservation, natural ability within them. There's all different kinds of journaling you could do. You could add it as a morning practice. Hey, for 10 minutes in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I'm just going to write whatever pops into my head. And here's the deal. You don't have to ever show anybody else any of these things, but just getting it out and allowing yourself to look at things will help the direction you need to go become perfectly clear. You'll see if you're doing things that are in alignment with your core values or not. You'll see areas of your life that you maybe really didn't want to look at before. Or is that just me? Am I the only one that there might be a challenging area in my life that I want to ignore and shove down until it becomes a big enough problem and explode that I have to deal with it? Okay, so what are we going to do today? I challenge you today to journal for 10 minutes. And I want you to set a timer and actually do it. I'm going to set my tomato timer. I don't know where it is right now, but I will find it. I'm going to set it. I'm going to write in this for 10 minutes. I'm going to do it every day this week. I'm committing out loud right now to all of you that I'm going to do it for 10 minutes this week. And if somebody wants to hold me accountable and check in on me, that would be awesome. I think what I'm going to do is add it. I didn't do it yet, but I think I'm going to add it to my daily or my weekly accountability daily check sheet. I can pretty easily do that since I only have a 1 page this week. I've got this week down to a 1-pager. That's pretty exciting for me. All right. Any questions about this? If you want any examples or any stories or how powerful this is, you could probably just Google it and your mind would be blown at the power of journaling, the power of writing things down. That's it. I'm not going to go into all the reflective questions. If anybody ever wants me to ask, I create 3 reflective questions every day just as part of the structure of what I want to talk about. But a lot of days I don't cover them because it goes too long. If you want me to start putting those as a comment below, just let me know, put questions or something in the comments below, and I'll start doing that on a regular basis. It's easy enough to do when I'm processing the videos. I just haven't done it. But that way you'd have something else to go deeper if you so choose every day without me having to try to squeeze it into a shorter format video. All right. Have an amazing day. Ask if you need anything. Otherwise, I will, of course, be with you tomorrow.